We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Washington football team and the New York Giants. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Henry again on second down. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Huntley to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
.31 yards on the punt there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That ball caught by Slayton. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Slayton, 36 yards. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play action game. or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Huntley. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
To throw, Huntley. He will find his man Chase complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage, because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line. 6-0 our score after 1.
A first down carry for Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Off play action. Huntley looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Jamar Chase
there to make the grab. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on.
Touchdown, Washington!
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Check, Mike 21, Mike 21, check, Mike.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
When you talk about Jamar Chase, one of the things that really stands out, his ability to take ordinary plays and then turn those into big ones.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
111 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line.
On first down, Mixon. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They'll try the air now with Watson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one of my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You got to go to the Tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. They'll give it to Mixon. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Joe Mixon
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And Washington has retaken the lead.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
From the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter two, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they have started to do so.
Those three words we hear a lot, stay the course. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down. That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Off the option, here's Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Huntley's throw taken in here by Chase. And running with power here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Ja'Marr Chase saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense, as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off of play action, it's Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll bring them back within 4.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
Taken from about the 12. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35.
Byron Murphy there on the tackle.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the 36, Watson. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. Oh, able to avoid him. And some room to work. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
146 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Brings up 2nd down at the 39-yard line.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And fights through one man. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. I was pretty surprised there when they wanted to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it?
Touchdown! And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He gets away from one. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, check, Mike 21.
Derrick Henry. Oh, and now some space to operate. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Huntley.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 44. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Faking the give. Now Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
A.J. Epinesa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Off the play fake. Watson. This is caught by Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
170 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Paris Campbell. An 8-yard touchdown run. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. Running right through him. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off play action. Huntley. Throw left side complete to Chase. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 19 on the last play, 19 more here and another 1st down. Now he'll try to run with this. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Jamar Chase there to make the grab. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. No problem there on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once again, they run with Mixon. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Washington! Joe Mixon saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that, with a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter. This possession, gigantic.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And the busy night for Henry continues.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. From the gun, Huntley. And right side, Henry's got it. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Huntley. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Huntley. Quick slant caught by Kirk. Oh, what a juke into space. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line. Here's Huntley. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Celebration time in D.C., Washington, the NFC champs, as we say thank you for watching and good night.